Alright guys, as you can tell, I'm leaving the ramp right now. I want to show you the most important and easiest way to find fish at almost any time of the year. But in the summer, it's really important. So when you get in the area you want to fish, we're looking for activity, right? We're looking for right there. All right, so if you don't know how to use your electronics, right here, I move my cursor to that fish. It's at 11 foot, okay? That's telling me there's some decent sized fish at 11 feet. So what you're looking for is bait activity, fish activity, and at different times of the year, you're looking for the thermocline. As we look at the live scope here, we're gonna move around and we're gonna look for bait balls. Oh, there we go. So we got some bait in that 14 to 18 foot range. Okay, we got some marks behind it. That mark is in 14 foot. All right, so right off the bat, you got one mark in 14 foot. We see things suspended in 14 to 16 foot. All right, here we go once again, 14, 16 foot. All right, obviously every day is different, but look for the bait or look for a thermocline. I want to find the thermocline. There's another fish, all right, over a little stump. 18 to 20 foot of water, okay? And right there is starting to look like a thermocline. I don't know if you could see the haziness right there. See that line, that hazy line right there? That's what you're starting to look for. Up here, if you just have the down imaging, well, one, you got a lot of marks in that 18 foot range. All right, but I'm gonna bump up the sensitivity and you could see you've got this line down here. Once again, it looks like 18 foot. So that right here, this is your thermocline. Basically, all that fuzziness, that's on the live scope, that's on the 2D, right? All that stuff on the bottom. Most of your game fish, the fish that we're looking for, the largemouth or smallmouth today, they're gonna be above this thermocline. So now I'm gonna look at my 360 and I'm gonna look for stick-ups or logs or boulders or humps or whatever in that 18 to 20 foot range. Here's a tree, okay? As you can see, it's right at the top of that thermocline, so it's a good tree to fish over to look for a bass that might be suspended or hiding in it. Today though, you've got some marks out here suspended a little bit deeper, like we saw in the beginning, 14 foot. So if you move, let's say you get on the motor and you move to a different part of the lake, the thermocline or the depth that the fish are set up, you're gonna have to keep checking this throughout the lake. There might be shallow areas where your thermocline is in 10 foot of water, especially if it's a little bit dingier. This lake right now, the water clarity is probably in that 5 to 8 foot range. Sometimes it's even a little clearer. But you're gonna have to check this throughout the day. So every time you put the trolling motor down, this is what you wanna be looking for. Activity level, bait level, fish level. These are all giving you clues and you'll have no problems finding fish.
So the interesting thing about this day is I found the level the fish were at in the first few minutes of being on the water. If you watch the beginning, that 14 to 16 foot range was displaying some solid marks as soon as I left the ramp. Here, we have a brush pile that intersects that 14 to 16 foot range, and it has a few really nice largemouth on it. Every fish I caught this day was in 14 to 16 foot, and I caught a lot of good ones. Guys, it's that freaking easy. Make it a constant habit of looking at what depth you're seeing the most activity in, and then fish cover that's in that depth zone. If you do this, you will have amazing success, I promise. Please like and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.